Lil Zay Osama is back in federal custody. He's facing forever and a little extra. His career might be over.
It's over with,
after
bro.
a superseding indictment was just unsealed.
It's over with for all these wannabe drill niggas, all these wannabe gangster niggas. This man been one of the biggest crash outs since he was like 16 years old, man. What you thought was gonna happen, man? Lil Durk locked up. King Von passed away. Every single person from Chicago that wanted to be a gangster is either dead or in jail, folks.
Federal grand jury in Chicago has indicted 7 men on robbery and kidnapping offenses for allegedly participating in a violent home invasion in Winnetka, Illinois last month. Winnetka is one of the most expensive suburbs in the Chicago area, with many luxury homes showing a median price of $2 million, with the most famous being the Home Alone house from the 1990s classic. Roughly 20 miles from downtown Chicago, this wasn't the type of area you'd see Chirac drill rappers sticking someone up. But as we all know, you can never be surprised when it comes to Chicago.
Never. These niggas is getting stupider and stupider by the day too. I want you to know that. And like my thing is, okay, you're Lil Zay Osama. You have probably gold plaques. You got all these followers, all this opportunity to get all this money. What the fuck are you doing with your money to the point where you're so broke that you feel like you gotta go do a home invasion in Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago? The fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What you doing is you trying to be a gangster. You trying to, and I love when these niggas get locked up. Get these goofy ants off the streets, man. Get them off the streets. The world will be a better place.
Attorneys received search warrants within 12 days of the home invasion, but kept them under seal while continuing to obtain evidence to identify and arrest additional defendants involved in the violent incident. The superseding indictment charges 24-year-old Deshaun Brown, 24-year-old David Franklin, 22-year-old Anthony Ramsey, 28-year-old Isaiah Dukes, 30-year-old Keel Dukes, and 23-year-old Jalen Chambers with...
Oh, he not a juvenile? And my thing is, this is what I'm going to say right quick. So all these niggas supposed to be, quote unquote, yo homies. And none of them said, hey, bro, let's go make a song. Let's not go rob. How much money you think we really finna get from this home invasion? How about let's go make a song? Let's go make a YouTube channel. Let's go make, hey, boy, you a rapper, gang. You got millions of followers across all platforms. We don't got to go do this. That's stupid. Or, hey, we'll go do it. You stay home. You don't be involved in that. We ain't gonna get you involved. These niggas don't be your friends, gang. That's why I want y'all to understand. They don't be your friends. They just a bunch of, you can look in their face and tell they all retarded. Can't you tell?
Conspiracy to commit robbery and kidnapping in connection with the home invasion that took place March 8th. The 7th defendant has not yet been filed into the paperwork as he was just arrested. Now everyone knows Isaiah Dukes is none other than Chicago rapper Lil Zay Osama. And Keel Dukes, aka Big Folks, would be Zay's older brother.
Yeah, look just like him.
Anthony Ramsey, aka Lil Ant, is also said to be related to the brothers. No stranger to law enforcement, Zay was indicted by the feds after leaving a Glock with a switch inside of an Uber in New York City. He'd controversially be sentenced to only 14 months in federal prison and would be released in late 2024. Now, obviously, 14 months for a switch is
That's why I tell y'all, I think these niggas like boys. I think they like man butt. How? Because you, Pooh Shiesty, like, how do you get out? How do you beat the feds on a switch charge and only do a year? And y'all always ask me to show y'all exactly how to get rich on YouTube, so I made a full-blown course. It's not complete yet, but you can order it right now. There's 5 hours of content in it right now. It'll be like 12 or 15-hour full course once it's done. It'll be done by April 1st, all right? So click the link in the description, get your course, and start learning how to really get rich on YouTube. I'm not just no one-hit wonder type guy. No, I have more than 40 channels that make me hundreds of thousands of dollars all together every single month. Like, I'm checking straight bags off of this, just sitting in my crib, recording, making videos. So if you want to learn exactly how I do it, I'm showing you how to clip farm, how to edit, how to upload, how to make thumbnails, how to develop your character, how to make shorts, how to make clips, right? I'm giving you every piece of every single type of strategy that you will ever need to get rich on YouTube. So click that link. It's not a super cheap course, but it ain't expensive. It's only $150. And if you use the code MAGMULA, you could get 20% off of that $150. So go get you some money. And then you come out and get locked up by the feds again in less than 2 years. You have to like being in there. Your boyfriend must be in there. That's what I'm gonna think.
It made plenty of people start to wonder. But after carefully looking through his federal paperwork, I figured out his low sentence was literally just due to having a great lawyer, Don Florio. But this case, this is gonna need a fucking miracle. According to the indictment, Franklin and Big Folks communicated through phones about using a stolen vehicle to commit the robbery. The next day, Brown then drove Franklin, Chambers, and 2 others in a stolen vehicle to a home belonging to 2 victims, named in the indictment only as Victim A and Victim B. While on the way to the home, Chambers communicated with Zay to discuss the plan for the robbery. Once outside the home,
Chambers used a cellular phone to discuss the plan for an armed robbery and kidnapping with Isaiah Dukes. Isaiah Dukes is Lil Zay Osama.
Brown walked up posing as a food delivery driver to cause an individual within the home to open the front door.
All right.
Armed with loaded weapons, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and 2 others forced their way inside. They'd all pull guns, attempting to rob Victim A for his crypto. But the paperwork doesn't clarify if Victim A was actually home, only that he was the one they intended to rob.
Right.
Instead,
so how they find
physically
the house?
Restrained Victim B, keeping him captive while aiming guns at him. They demanded he give them access to the safe, computer, and any online accounts holding crypto. While inside the home, Chambers would again call Zay, who provided instructions regarding the information needed from Victim B to obtain the crypto. Big Folks would also receive a call by one of the conspirators inside the home as the attempted robbery took place.
Wait, what did he just say?
From Victim B to obtain the crypto. Big Folks would also receive a call by one of the conspirators inside the home as the attempted.
So y'all brung y'all phone to a kidnap robbery? Home invasion? You bring your phone and you calling niggas? What? FBI, open up! But remember, y'all, remember, me, I'm the internet dork. The 27-year-old millionaire that's been a millionaire since he was 23 by sitting in his crib and watching y'all crash out. I'm the dork. Me? I'm the dork. Remember what they said? I'm the dork. But not you dumb motherfuckers who brings their phone to a home invasion, kidnapping, robbery. And then if they do bring their phone, who the fuck calls? Who calls a nigga from the robbery like, hey, so what we need from the what we need for the crypto? What the fuck?
Robbery took place. All of the men then fled the scene, meeting up with Zay, Big Folks, and Lil Ant, who according to the paperwork searched them to make sure everything they took was collected. Apparently they made off with $111,300. Split 7 ways, that's roughly $16,000.
Exactly, that's the thing. You niggas do this shit with 100 niggas. So you did all that for $16,000? You a crackhead, bro. You're a crack. Lil Zay Osama did all that for 16. I promise you, you could have did 5 videos, 2 streams, and dropped 5 songs in a month and made more than 16,000. But
$1 per person.
Niggas be
the
broke.
only problem with that is a federal trial lawyer can cost anywhere from 100 to 500 fucking thousand.
Exactly.
If you plan on taking it all the way.
Exactly.
This paperwork is clearly alleging Zay sent some crash dummies to rob a crypto kid who they probably thought had millions that could easily be transferred without a trace. And that sounds good until you find out the feds have every text, call, and GPS location.
Of course they
from
do.
every cell phone present.
Of course.
They know who made calls from inside the home during the time of the robbery.
Duh.
They know
this is not no new technology that came out last year, bro. Y'all is stupid.
Who texted what. They have the entire timeline of how this was planned and executed. And for kidnapping, all of these men face up to life in federal prison. For interference with commerce by threat of violence, up to 20 years. So mathematically speaking, all 7 of them were willing to risk life plus
for $16,000
for $16,000 a piece. Now, the biggest factor in this case is going to be the victim cooperating, which obviously he already is. Otherwise, no one would have known a home invasion took place.
Hell yeah.
But if he is able to identify anyone, if he's had any previous relationships with anyone tied to Zay or Zay himself,
I guarantee you he does. Because there's no way you go to, if you go into a random house to rob it, you going to the safe, you stealing TVs, you looking for jewelry, you stealing designer bags, you stealing shit like that. You don't pull up to no random crib and be like, hey, where victim A at? Whatever his name is. Hey, where Charlie at? Hey, tell Charlie, give me what a safe at? Give me that crypto money. Like, you got it. Somebody knows something, gang. It's not no random house. Like, 9 times out of 10, he knows who robbed him.
That kind of information is the nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Some way, somehow, someone knew they had a shitload of crypto, most likely in the millions, and they came for it all. But here we are again, for the second time this year, speaking on a rapper who crashed out in a robbery turned kidnapping. The major difference between Zay and Pooh Shiesty is it would seem Zay was directing orders over the phone while Pooh pulled out the damn Draco.
Right.
The feds are going to have to prove Zay was actually directing this on how it needs to go down. And
that's easy. You think all 6 of them niggas gonna keep it solid? Stupid.
Means the feds are going to do their best to get one of the 6 other men to fold, cooperate, and reveal it all.
Now
I can imagine
all they gotta do is find a nigga who did the least, find a nigga who was the driver or something like that. Hey, you can get life for this. We'll let you out in a year. We'll give you probation. We'll let you out in a year. We'll give you witness protection. I need you to tell us that Lil Zay, did he direct y'all? Oh, yes, he did. I'm sorry. Please just let me out, please.
This whole scheme sounded great as they were thinking of it, right? Oh, we got this kid, he does crypto, da-da-da. Mind you, this kid probably does his little scams, whatever. They're thinking we're just gonna rob him, he's not gonna say nothing, everything's gonna be good. This kid might be involved in some illegal shit of his own.
Probably.
Fuck that. This kid gets robbed, fully calls 911, whatever he has to do.
Probably a white
kid. To report this situation, otherwise they never would have found out.
Right.
And I don't think they understand how fucked they are in a situation like this.
$100,000.
This is a Fed case.
That's a Fed case.
And already the feds are revealing they know who went where.
Yeah.
Because your cell phone is a GPS tracker.
Duh, you
they know who was talking to who at what times. They know when the robbery initiated. They know when the robbery ended based off of when they went in the home and when they left the home.
Yep.
How do we know that Brown was posing as a food delivery, whatever, or Uber Eats?
Right.
9 times out of 9, that came from the kid that they robbed.
Right.
I opened the door, I thought it was Uber Eats, that's what he said, and then everyone pulled out fucking guns asking me for my Bitcoin. Sounds like this kid is fully cooperating.
Hey, do me a favor. Stop opening the door for niggas, gang. Even if you order Uber Eats, it's in my house, it's a rule. You don't open the door for nobody until they leave. You click leave at door. Motherfucker, leave the door. You watch them on the camera. Watch them pull off. Once they pull off, you wait a few seconds. Then you go outside. Check all the cameras. Then you go grab your food and you come back. I would never open a door for a nigga who knocking on my door talking about he Uber Eats. Bitch, I didn't order no Uber. The fuck?
Like I said, if this kid knows who Zay is, if they've had any interactions, which is how they were able to obtain the information that this kid has mad crypto, they might be fucked in this case.
Bro, they're fucked, bro.
Otherwise,
it's a Fed case, bro. I told y'all the feds are coming for all these rap niggas. Why you think the feds locked up All-Star JR? The feds locked up Pooh Shiesty. They came and got Pooh Shiesty. The feds locking up Lil Zay Osama. Feds locking up Lil Durk. Go back, because when I said it, y'all thought I was crazy. The feds is coming for all these Chicago, these rap niggas that want to be gangsters. They want to be savage. Bloodhound Q50 next. If he don't calm his ass down, it's over with for all these niggas in 2026. It's done, though. The feds they done playing, gang. Especially in places like Chicago, because Chicago is the 3rd biggest city in the world, bro. The feds don't want to keep letting you niggas do this and run rapid, and y'all got motherfuckers scared to come to Chicago and all this shit. They have an all-star weekend in Chicago, and y'all robbing rappers and robbing NBA players and nigga, they ain't trying to have that shit, boy. They gonna come shut that shit down, for I'm telling y'all, gang. I'm telling y'all, the more y'all keep fucking around, the more y'all gonna find the fuck out. My guy. The feds came and locked up O-Block niggas for killing Duck. The feds ain't playing with y'all. The feds are literally set up in Chicago. Y'all know that, right? Like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, their presence is a lot larger in Chicago than it ever was. But nobody want to believe Mac Mula. Mac Mula just be talking. This lame ass nigga just be chatting. He just be chatting.
He's going to be able to afford the best lawyer, as the rappers always do. His lawyer is going to try to pick this shit apart. The phone calls claiming Zay was instructing them on how to do this and that, whatever. The
nigga that's orchestrating a $100,000 crypto robbery do not got enough money to pay no best lawyer, and I highly doubt the label is about to pay for this nigga lawyer.
I mean, to be fair, right? If you call my phone and you're like, yo, how do I like send crypto? And I'm like, oh, you just need this and that, and you do this and that, and that's it. And they hang up. I don't know if they're in the middle of a fucking robbery. I don't know what they're doing. They just called me and asked me about some damn crypto. But in that sense, he would kind of have to admit to having that conversation. Zay's lawyer, I'm sure, is going to be able to figure this out. And to be honest with you,
y'all be having too much hope for these niggas, boy.
As much money as Zay be dropping on jewelry and everything else, it's hard to imagine he needed this. I can imagine the other guys being broke as fuck, but not Zay. Zay lives out in LA. He doesn't live in Chicago. He's been escaped Chicago. So it's like,
y'all be having so much hope for
why would he need to even be involved in this situation? The whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci thing, it wasn't about
King Von was robbing people while he was rich. I think what y'all fail to understand is that these niggas, it don't be about the money a lot of times. But even if it is about the money, does Lil Zay Osama look like the financially smart, financially literate person? Or does he look like a dumb motherfucker who buy chains every other day? And all that stupid shit. Like, don't get it fucked up on how easy it is to act rich on Instagram. It's really not that hard. You know what I'm saying? And a nigga like Lil Zay Osama, what songs he got? What new songs he got that's tearing up the streets? What new deal he signed that's just going crazy right now? Go on his Instagram. That nigga ain't turned, boy. That nigga ain't back to back. Go on his YouTube. Like, that nigga ain't getting no 100,000, 200,000 a month consistently and no shit like that, boy. These niggas be on the label. They be getting a few little M's. They owe the label. They gotta pay the label back. You feel me? And then nigga ain't dropped a song in 5-6 months. Like, he ain't doing no shows. Where is he getting the money from? Like I said, these niggas that get $1 million, they got to pay taxes on that. He living in LA, so that's half of it. So now you have 500,000. You buy a house, you buy a car, you buy a watch, you buy a chain, send your mama some money and buy some clothes and send some money to the hood. Now you down to about 200,000. You still got bills, but you ain't doing no shows for real because you fighting lawyers, you fighting cases, you going to the feds, you coming home, your CEO, OTF, your CEO locked up in the feds. He ain't got shit for you. Your songs ain't really selling, they ain't streaming like that. You ain't really getting no shows like that. You ain't on YouTube posting every 700 times a day and nothing like that. Where is the money coming from? So eventually that 200,000, and you still traveling, you still smoking, you still sipping lean, you still sending money to your mama and your grandmama, your brother, your auntie, them. You bought 4 them a chain. You look up, you got $5,500 to your motherfucking name. Rent $10,000. You like, shit, I need some money. Did you not? Maybe Jake ain't read the indictment there. I just watched and read. That feds say that they got all this shit planned out from point A to point B. They got Lil Zay Osama involved in the whole, you dig, folks. And even if they don't got him involved, you think the feds gonna let him out again? You don't beat the feds that many times. Sorry. You get 14 months for a switch. You think the feds happy about that? They finna railroad his dumb ass. They finna give it. I hope they get his ass 25 years. I'm happy. When I see niggas like Lil Zay Osama, let's put his face on the screen. Where his face at? I don't even know where it's at. When I see niggas like Lil Zay Osama get locked up, I get happy. I get happy. There's more trash off the street. Do your homework. These niggas is out here robbing, going broke, doing this dumb shit, going to prison. They want to do this. Why we sad? Why we talking about freedom? They want to be locked up. They want to be gangster. It's time to be a gangster. Congratulations, nigga. You made it to the top gangster gold platinum status. For them grade. You're going to the Fed again, my nigga. That boy been in and out of jail since he was 15, 16, 14. Anybody from Chicago been know Lil Zay Osama been going crazy. And he been getting into it with niggas. And he been shooting at niggas and robbing niggas. Anybody from Chicago, you know Lil Zay. Before he start rapping for real, you know. The old Lil Zay. When it wasn't no Osama on there. Lil Zay. My little nigga. Dissing Lil Mouse. Y'all know. We know that. The little boy obviously like prison. His boyfriend probably in there. It's the love triangle. Do your homework on Love Island, prison edition.
Then escaped Chicago, the situation. The whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci thing, it wasn't about the money, it was about the contract, which technically made it about the money. But he took all that other shit just to add disrespect to the situation. Versus in this situation, what the fuck are they, did you think you were really gonna get off with 10, 15 million in crypto? And just bust that shit down with the homies and nobody was gonna figure nothing out and that kid wasn't gonna say nothing about it? Exactly. Like,
niggas probably ain't had no damn mask on.
These crypto kids,
he couldn't have had a mask on if he was posing as an Uber Eats nigga. So.
Love getting next to the rappers and love acting like they're doing this crazy shit. Like, there's a lot of kids that come from money and then figure out a way to turn their parents' money into their own money. And they want to be gangsters. They want to like sell drugs and shit just to feel like they're living that lifestyle.
Yeah, they braiding off power.
They made it and they can relate to the rappers. And then they get around the rappers just to get robbed by the rappers. So the major thing in this, we're barely seeing any information. Everything that I gave you in this video is the subtle layout that the feds have given.
Man, lock his
more
stupid
paperwork
ass
is
up.
gonna drop.
Right.
We might get pictures, surveillance.
Of course, you know
we
that's
don't know
coming.
what the fuck we're gonna get.
You know it's coming.
But there's gonna be a lot more shit that's gonna come out. I'm gonna keep y'all updated and in tune about the situation.
Yeah. Shout out to
We're gonna see how bad it is.
It's bad.
I'm
if
not
the feds
gonna
come,
say
it's
anything
bad.
sounds good though, because anytime the feds indict you, you're kind of essentially looking at some time. How many people have we really seen walk away?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Without getting time from the feds? How many people have?
Kodak, young boy. They got pardoned by Trump. Trump ain't pardoning no fucking Lil Zay Osama, nigga. He don't even got enough money to sit down and talk to Trump about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like Boosie. Boosie talking about Boosie on internet asking Trump to pardon him. Nigga, you don't even got enough. Nigga, stop playing crazy like that, boy. Well, tell me a rapper that got arrested by the feds and just went home. These niggas is crazy. You niggas is crazy, man. Y'all don't remember Hood Rich Pablo Juan got arrested for that Rico? That nigga, we ain't heard about that nigga since. That nigga, you feel me? Like, that nigga was in that bitch for a minute, boy. I told you, I think these niggas like that shit.
Sit down for months, if not over a year, fighting a Fed case. This is gonna put him away for a little bit.
I hope it's a longer
the other
bit.
people he was with, and like I said, if they're all broke as fuck, and the feds
they
are like,
gonna
hey,
snitch, bro.
You're facing life plus 20.
They snitching, bro.
We don't even want to give you 30 years. Best we can do is like 20, and you at least get to like go home at some point and not die in the feds.
Right.
But you need to cooperate. It's pretty fucking likely someone's gonna take that opportunity.
Hell
Sadly,
yeah, out of 7 niggas.
And everyone knows this when they get into these situations, but it's kind of like a gambling addiction, right? You know there's a chance you could get away, and if you get away, you know you could get away with possibly millions. In this case, it was only 111,000. That really ain't shit, because 7 ways, that's 16 a piece. That ain't nothing. That's bill money if you got money. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all updated. It's 1090J.
I don't think it's a gambling addiction. I think it's a cult. I've been telling y'all for a minute. Like, I really think that the streets and all this gangster shit is like a cult. It's like a big ass cult. If you ever watch them Netflix documentaries on cults, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's like a real big cult. Like, they convince you that you got to go to jail a few times. You got to be willing to shoot. You got to be willing to rob. You got to be willing to do this dumbass shit and crash out and do all this dumb shit. You got to be willing to do all this crazy shit to be accepted into the cult. And then once you accept it to the cult, you got to keep doing crazy shit to stay inside the cult. You know what I'm saying? Then they tell you don't snitch. So, you know, that's part of the cult. They tell you that if your mama get killed, you can't snitch. If your sister get killed, you can't snitch. If they find out you snitching, they might kill you. You can't come back around no more. You're not accepted no more. If you're not picking up guns and swinging bullets and shooting niggas and robbing people, and if you're not doing the dumbest shit possible, they're gonna call you scary. So now they pressuring you into doing stupid shit so that you don't get called scary or you don't get looked at like a bitch. It's a cult. It's literally a cult. It's a cult. Anytime you have to go outside and rob a nigga for no reason or shoot somebody for no reason just because they told you to and you feel like you got to do this shit, that's a cult, bro. Y'all don't want to call it that because it's like niggas and y'all barely know what cults is, but you're in a cult, bro. Like, congratulations, you're in a cult. You feel me? You had a tryout. They put you through a tryout period, a trial period where you was 12 years old. They wanted to see how stupid you are. That's all they would do. They put a gun in your hand. Let's see how dumb this motherfucker is. Let's see how stupid let's see how much stupid shit I can convince him to do. Hey, go rob that old lady over there. Show us you about it. Hey, go shoot that block up over there. Show us you about it. Okay, yeah, maybe now, but man, we need you to kill somebody for real if you want to come be down with the code. And now you so thirsty to be down with the code, you really ready to go kill a nigga you don't even know just so you can come back over here and be accepted by these niggas that's in the code. I hope all them niggas get 20 years, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.